Nature and mathematics are beautifully entwined. As we look around us, geometry is found in all corners of the world. Hi, I'm Sarah Porcnellic, and today we're focusing on the third grade standards GR.1, which call for students to describe and identify relationships between lines and classify quadrilaterals. You will most likely notice that within these standards, there's a critical need for students to understand the related vocabulary. There are many approaches to teaching vocabulary in mathematics. However, the research has some common themes, indicating how students might best learn mathematics vocabulary. First, providing numerous opportunities for students to interact with vocabulary in different ways is essential. Students should interact daily with vocabulary through writing, speaking, and visual representations. Activities such as fill-in-the-blank worksheets or a reliance on puns or short phrases should be avoided, as these often lead students to rely on memorization of definitions rather than a true understanding and application of the words. Before we talk about a few activities to help teach vocabulary within these geometry standards, it's important to mention how students' reading abilities may affect their vocabulary development. Studies indicate that students with lower reading abilities underperform in mathematics as well. English language learners may also need additional support with learning vocabulary, as sometimes words can mean different things in different languages. It can be helpful to recognize these students in your classroom and be ready to provide additional support to them. So, what are some ideas to help with this? Graphic organizers are one tool that have been shown to help with vocabulary development in all subjects. The Frayer model is a commonly used graphic organizer that may help your students. Remember to integrate the different ways of communicating when utilizing this tool. After writing within the diagram, ask students to orally share with each other and also read the definitions of others. Physical graphic organizers can put a game spin on this method of learning. For example, using two hula hoops to create a Venn diagram and sorting shapes by their attributes is a great way to integrate concrete representations and physical movement. Another activity, called Which One Doesn't Belong, is one of my favorites, as it can be used for many concepts, including teaching vocabulary. In this version, students are presented with 4 pictures or shapes and asked to identify which one doesn't belong. They must answer with justification using vocabulary. This is a great activity because it allows all students to access the content and contribute in some way. Encourage students to use the vocabulary as they state their reasoning. For example, students may say they think the 4th one doesn't belong because it doesn't contain a square, or any right angles, or perpendicular lines. Lastly, remember the beauty of mathematics all around us. Ask students to go on a scavenger hunt around the school or their house to find the shapes and lines in the real world. Students can either take pictures of the objects or draw them. They can then create captions to go along with their photos or drawings that describe the attributes. For example, in this picture of a pencil, students may identify a line of symmetry. In this picture of a ruler, students may write the object has 4 right angles, 2 pairs of parallel lines and perpendicular lines, and can be named a quadrilateral, rectangle, or a parallelogram. You can then display these for all students to see, even the ones outside your classroom. Ensuring students can communicate in mathematics is essential to their learning. Students can move towards using these words more seamlessly by incorporating them in their writing, speaking, listening, and reading. Remember to include hands-on and engaging activities that include a real-world component. Above all, remember to have fun with teaching geometry because it is all around our beautiful world. Thanks for listening.